this could be, you know, you look at this game and you're thinking this could be a grand final in its own right. So I think this is going to be a tough game. I think Ancient will be pretty dominant for Fluxo, and with a nice opener from Pariah there, I think it just sets things in motion so nicely. But there's certainly the opportunity, the possibility, and with Woody being able to isolate this fight so early on, oh, it's devastating. Melson just realizing, well, let's just be a nuisance. Let's just get in the way, just jump around and make myself the most difficult kill to acquire. Hank, though, with a nice trade. 2-on-3. Julie's in play for Seraterra, but we're yet to see him strike as he's just fading the CT smoke. But Art just behind him. In true Art fashion. He is there in the smoke and we see a knife kill. Oh, Art. That's Fluxo's insta-ban. But for the remaining 5 maps, they are kind of both teams most played. So, you know, it's not as though we can have any excuse. It's not as though we can kind of say, well, look, they've brought in a train. They've brought in a punish pick. Nice opener from 90, though. Takes down Melzin. Woody fading the smoke, trying his best Art impression, and will find him here. Matios as well takes down History, and already with the weaponry in play, ODDIK, they've certainly come to play.
Yeah, big turnaround in this one for the CT side. They can win this round dominantly as well. Just those couple of kills found with the USPs are going to cause Fluxo a bit of financial difficulties, and if ODDIK can keep their weapons in a good spot, the chance of Fluxo being able to bounce back is going to be very slim, but still a chance in this one.
Ooh, double aim.
Yeah, it's going to depend how much can be found. Pariah does get one isolated bit of damage onto Matios, but needed to connect the headshot.
For ODDIK to continue any aggression. For Kai, saving is going to be quite important. It's clear that there's going to be an investment in the next, but it's just all about whether Pank clears this angle, and he will. Kai goes down.
Like I can be, but look, I understand your point. I understand the idea behind it, and yeah, we don't really see a lot of teams seemingly actively trying to take players down after time. But once again, a lot of pressure put towards middle for Fluxo. It does come off as a 1-for-1, which isn't too bad for them. Good Pariah nearby. Bomb is towards B though, so could just be joining his teammates towards this side of the map. Isn't actually being quiet about this, so 90 has given up his position, but still somehow finding the headshot. Looked like he was sort of moving when still found that one, but likes what it takes to take down Art, then so be it. And now it's all the pressure is on these players towards B. Right now it is just Pank alone, but not being cleared out quick enough, and a great double, and can take this space towards ramp, and Pariah's got so much to do, and not enough time to do it, so has to back away, has to go for the save on the map. Where's the sort of triple boost you used to see? You used to see them like every game practically. Just to try to kill that player towards heaven early. We just don't have that enough anymore. But action-packed rounds, so stop reminiscing about Overpass for a second. There's a lot of actions already being had, but ODDIK have come out on top as they've won the trades 2-3, and Fluxo, Pariah and History now left to find something, but both teams are isolated, and it could pay off for them as Matios peeks into Pariah's awaiting AK, and now it's instigated this push from Pank, who goes down, and History, just patience is rewarded in that one, and it's all on Woody's up. I mean, sure, he's going to go for a round like this, but there's definitely a realistic option that he could just call the save now. He doesn't have a defuse kit. He's got to make a decent bit of noise.
You could find Pariah quite comfortably here, though. It's all about this kill. Pariah will show himself. Woody gets the pick. And there is a kit down ramp. Certainly is enough time. Switches to the AK. Now has the diffuser. Searching for History. I like the angle that History's taken here. Just on the approach that Woody's so sure that History's going to be either playing towards deep cave, deep kind of elbow, maybe even in CT after that kill comes through. Disadvantage, but I like the kind of the split and search approach. It works out really nicely. And Fluxo could go on one heck of a lead here, because it is the full investment, it is the weaker weapons, and now I think with the remaining 3, the goal has to just be a save, but seems as though they want a little bit more of the action before making that decision. Eagle on Woody. Let's see what he can do. Or 5-7 even. That's how bad the view model is.
That's what I mean. So I was looking at that, I thought it was an AWP, Fred. The view model was that horrendous. I mean, look, finds a kill. That's the only positive I can ever say about Woody in this one. The rest of his team are getting picked apart. It is just going to be the one kill he finds. They know the position that he was at and the chance to retrieve that weapon. I mean, look, is there a point in skins anymore now? You can only see the back of it.
I guess there's a certain 5.7 skin that some people.
I mean, look, there's actually quite a few cool 5.7 skins and Glock skins where like there's something on the back that you don't really get to see a lot.
The Tech 9 brother, I think that's one.
Yeah, there's one. I think there's the 5.7 one. That's the face one as well. But yeah, you don't really get to see the full effect of the skin. I suppose with this horrific view model, you can every now and again. But the round's reasonably comfortable for Fluxo, but he does a good job to actually be able to save that M4. Fluxo find their 5th without any real resistance whatsoever, but weapons back in play for ODDIK. No orb in the hands of ODDIK, but there is one in History's arms.
Ooh, painful there. CCT tries to take a bit of a risky push through the smoke, or at least just playing behind it. Art holding for the elevation, and Art finding 90. 5-on-3 again, make it a 5-on-2 with Woody low HP as well. Fluxo. It was a little bit back and forth initially. We saw some successes, yet now feel like we've got to say, ODDIK, this is kind of what we were expecting from Fluxo's Ancient.
Pang, good awareness to actually turn around onto Pariah, but you saw those two plays towards window. Pang kind of needed both of them to be in the same position and him to be able to find two of them, where Fluxo are looking to get some of these opening kills. So History mainly just feels like that point of stability for the T's, just to get posted up on an angle, just to cover the back line, maybe go for a late peek or something, but other than that, there hasn't been too much. The 5-7 of Mathios will find one before the trade comes through. Switch weapons for History as he realizes he wants to be more with the pack.
You know, I think not only does he want to be more with the pack, but also I think allowing a CT to maybe pick up an AK on a retake, who knows, yet with an AWP, it might be a bit more difficulty, but let's see what CCT has to offer. Attempting for a quick shot, and we'll find Pariah. Woody is on this flank. I favour ODDIK in this retake massively. History can get one, but there's a smoke. They can just drop it towards Deep Donut, and the round is done. Woody, though, gives his life up. Hank is just full stick in the bomb. This shot from CCT has to connect here onto History. And now CCT, it's all a game of delaying, but will Kai be able to get the kill? No, he won't. ODDIK victorious in this half bite. Poor decision making, we've got to say, from the players in CT. Slight disappointments that have happened with them in the past. They're still very much under control though, aren't they?
For now, they definitely are. Things will tend to depend on these final two rounds though. If ODDIK can come up clutch and win them both, we're going to be having an even half. And then, as we do know, stats only give you a bit of a guideline. They never take the whole story into account. And despite Fluxo having, like you said, that sort of 70% win rate, we know how quickly things can change. But Pang is peeking at a good time. Spots the second, but Pariah ready for that trade. Oh,
yeah, deep smoke being thrown. Yeah, Mel's playing in front of it. Woody now on the retake, surely just save into the last, but it seems like he wants to... Surely he's not giving this one a go. Seems like he wants to.
Struggling to pick up that rifle though.
Maybe just searching for a couple kills. Obviously finances aren't perfect, but that's where we're not going to be giving much confidence to ODDIK when we move to map number 2. Oh, a devastating way for Woody to fall. Needed the smoke. 90 feels like he's made the kind of the play of the round. He's got the kill through the smoke, and as he's backing away, he's found. Quick shot from Mathios though, with Kai finding CCT. It opens things up towards B. This altercation in Cave is going to be everything but Melzin's quarter timing. I feel like this Fluxo team, they're so good at getting themselves in the backlines. They're so good at kind of creating chaos that ODDIK have really struggled. How many rounds have we seen a kind of a kill come through from the backlines, from the red room area? And it's all conditioned because, as you said, Fluxo love taking middle.
And that should be their 8th confirmed with that as well. I mean, you can see both sides of the spectrum, really. This game, mostly, it's only gone right for Fluxo, but you can see when teams clock onto these ideas, these game plans,
And look, I feel like Ancient's a map that is kind of embedded in nearly every single team's map pool. So the fact that Fluxo are currently with a 100% win rate, and it looks like that will continue, very worrying signs for any team that faces them. I feel like Ancient's a map that you very, very rarely see a team have such a ridiculously high win rate on. But nice opener from 90 here. We will be seeing this acceleration towards the A-bomb site. Planted for CT, and with Pank finding with a P250, it's a 3 versus 5 on the retake. Oh, Pariah. Steps made from Art. It's baited in Pariah massively. Bit of an indifference of decision making here.
Yeah, no chance of the round actually being won now, just not enough time on the clock. And Pariah, his jewelies are not going to be able to be saved either. ODDIK, important pistol round for them.
So I think for ODDIK, certainly a chance here. Fluxo, they've got the premium weaponry though. Two Galils and a Mac 10 in play here for ODDIK. Flashbang coming through, blinding both. Great from Mel's in here, and with Art swinging, you can find Pank. Mentioned limited utility, they have just dropped 2 smokes towards ramp, but I don't think they really care. They've got a 2-man advantage and they make it 3. Art always going to be favoured in that angle. There's no way Woody's prepared for him. And it's on Matios and Nighty. Somehow make this round better. The shadow on the wall. Oh, Matios. He's taking a lot of damage in that fight, but still wins it. And it's Nighty in a 1 versus 4. We'll get the first. Kai and Donut 2 progressing through cave. He's going to get crunched in on in middle. Bit of a gap here.
Oh, it's a good chance.
Opportunities given.
Yeah, Art's just got to slump away. Can't take this fight now. With both these remaining CTs being split, they've got to be on high alert. Art still wanted to take this control, but I think he just thought better of it, and he's going to back away and play a bit more passively, realizing that should just play the numbers in this round. They've already given up 1 kill and given up an opportunity to someone who's been performing at such a good level on ODDIK.
Yeah, look, I think Nighty hasn't had the kind of most impressive games here on Ancient, but this certainly could be a round to remember. A 1v4, obviously 2v5 in total, but I think for Nighty the problem is there's only 14 seconds. It's not as though he's got enough time to tap and search. Just have to drop the bomb and plant. Art could look to deny through the smoke, but he will be creeping. Conditioned on this fight. Nighty will reposition here towards ramp. He's been able to back away. There's no defuse kit. There is a smoke, though. Volley landing from Art. Smoke fades. Nighty spots. Smoke towards ramp. He will get 1. There's a real chance in this. He can just push through. Kai could go down. Kai will find the kill. Believe there's enough time.
I think there's just about, yeah.
Yeah.
A close-up there. Close to
round...
get the initial defuse off, but quick enough to be able to react and adjust.
The thing is, that round's actually really good for ODDIK. It's done so much financial damage. They've got the bomb down. They should be able to buy. We've got AKs in play. We've got Tech 9s. We've got Mac 10s. Obviously, Fluxo will get another round, but... I'd be very worried if I was ODDIK right now.
I do think in the sort of last times we have seen these teams in their outings, though, Ancient normally has been a bit more of a confident one for Fluxo. I think Nuke would be very interesting. I think we have to be able to get there, though, for that to even remotely have any sort of storyline to it. So I think a lot of weight would be held on Dust too, but ODDIK aren't going down just yet as they find the man advantage in a round like this.
There is a real uncertainty about the idea that ODDIK can bring things back. Obviously, a victory in regulation is still possible. They will need the next 6 rounds in a row, but certainly possible.
Fluxo kind of gave up the any chance of potentially winning that round pretty early. It felt like they knew they wanted to go for a save very early on. And if there was any chance they hit towards B, sure, they can have a bit of a crack then. But it felt like they were pretty confident they were going to go towards A. They gave up that space, but...
Look, it's one of the reasons that overtime's my favourite thing to watch, is because you'll see these clutches attempted. You'll see these kind of heroic plays and moments, because there is no downside. You know, you can lose all players and you should be pretty fine regarding finances. So, yeah, I think it's a tough one. I think History is just waiting for that heroic moment. But for a map like Dust to be coming up next, I think we know how much the AWP can thrive there. I think maybe he's just saving himself for Dust. But it's clear what Melzin's kind of already provided to this roster. Top of the leaderboard, top of the whole server, in fact. 20 and 12. Pariah, though, with a nice find. Oh, if Woody goes down, this round's looking very difficult now. Smoke nade and a flash, low HP Pank. 12 surely to be found now by Fluxo.
Just on Matheus and Pank, and there is some money in the bank on certain players, but not a lot. And this is around that, look, we are seeing ODDIK slowly creep close towards the bomb site, but these are going to be weapons that they're not going to have in the next round, and you're kind of in a spot where you're thinking, do we just save this? Do we just keep these guns alive? Matheus has been softened up, so both of these remaining Ts are reasonably low. Matheus goes down first, and it's all on the 10 HP Pank. Know exactly where he resides to as well. Not even a bullet can be fired from him. Just the HE grenade thrown. 12 on the board now.
They've got plenty of opportunities to close out map 1. Obviously, it is their selection, but I think as we say, it's not all just based on map pool, this one. How many times have we seen Melzin just go for that flash, blind both players and find the kills? ODDIK, when are they going to wise up to Melzin's plan here towards B? It seems far too easy. As well with a nice pick, and Melzin progressing down the ramp. Game is over. Ancient go the way of Fluxo. But what a performance from Melzin. 24 and 12.
And look, it just feels like he's overshadowing players like Kai as well. Pariah has some big moments. Especially if you're not that confident on Dust, you can kind of just feel really out of the game if sort of the A-bomb rotate long. Sort of getting stuck down in CT is pretty brutal. So I definitely do agree that I do think the CT side is a lot more difficult to play, but Art towards short with some early contact, bring things back into a 4-on-4, and Art is tapping away, but the rest of his team towards long is all fallen there.
Yeah, Art has to reposition now, realizing that there is going to be contact from long, and Woody can take him down. Melzin in the back line's been dinked. And now 1 versus 3 for a low HP Melzin, surely just a save hit. Seems like he wants to give it a bit of a go. Look, we were talking about the individuals, obviously, on Fluxo looking really good, and the 3 riflers really kind of very promising, but the fact that History wasn't required, and now he's on a map that can look so good for an AWPer, I think this is where things could get even scarier for ODDIK, but nice pistol round. I think the kills towards long obviously changed that round completely. Art, clearly doing well so far. AWP is in play, though, for History, and that's going to be a big turning point. Obviously, Woody wielding the big green as well. Nice from Melzin as well, though. Early on the score sheet in round number 3. I like this kind of contact approach here from ODDIK. Ooh, Pariah. There's 2 HE grenades there. IT going to be the one looking to take this contact, looking to take this fight. It's all going to be about timing. Spotted and found. Pariah will get traded out, though. Matheus finding. There is still this double B setup.
Amount of time for them to back away towards A, but 30 seconds on the clock, and they are still just waiting here in tunnels.
Look at the positioning, though.
Terra is on short, but there's no reason for the CTs to rotate. They know that there's 2 players towards B.
Yeah, but it's all on the positioning here of Kai. Terra's not going to expect this at all. He's just progressed up short. Pank could get found here. He's been spotted in middle. This is the bomb that's going to go down. Found by Art, though. Terra, 8 seconds. Completely unaware of Kai's position. Fluxo, they will get their first round here.
Can be a bit more challenging. Doesn't necessarily mean it's actually the weaker side. You can see teams really shut down the T's and make that T side look near impossible at times. Mills in. Look, he loses his teammate, but in the process finds 2. I'm sure History's not going to mind that too much. And when Mills in triples up, basically shut down the round himself, and Woody was just playing with the Glock, trying to hopefully pick up a weapon, but instead he's just sitting here still with the Glock. No easy weapon to be found. Sure, Pank's found a lot of space towards A, but what does he do with this space?
Yeah, look, I think the problem is from the positioning of the Fluxo players, Melzin could go down, but I think what we do have to say is that round, okay, yeah, History just deals a bit of damage, but it was a bait-in for Mel's, and he's 8-2. I think let's give it some time to see how well Melzin kind of gels with this roster, but so far so good, right? You know, I think when you want to bring in another fragger, when you want to bring in another player that can provide the goods, I think Melzin's clearly provided. He's searching for the ace, unable to acquire, but with 3 survivors and an expected eco from ODDIK.
A bright, bright future ahead of him. And instantly, game has been leveled up, and obviously that was the full investment in the last round from ODDIK. So it is just the pistols here. Pariah already able to get one before getting taken down, and Melzin in a bit of a tough position as well. So him only able to go 1 for 1, 2. Only one weapon has been able to be upgraded so far. Obviously, there's no armor on this, so this MP9 of History can certainly soften them up. But 90 does actually find Kai, and an insanely costly round considering that was straight up an eco. That was like a deagle, and that's it.
History, though, ready for any player maneuvering through said smoke. Oh, History! There was an opportunity for quite hefty collateral there.
I mean, tons of information at least, along with that kill, like you mentioned, Mills. Finding one as well. It's a 5 versus 3. Play's been softened up by the mollies and the nades on the bomb site as well. And you can see this double long flying. Woody finds one, but because there's 2, Art's able to get the trade.
I love the reposition as well from Art. It won't matter, it won't have any impact, but look at the control that's being taken here from Art and Melzin. We touched upon Melzin being, you know, a young player that can have such a bright future. I think obviously he's got a great leader. You know, the experience that Art has, I feel like it's always, you know, good to see when, obviously you have these academy rosters, you have these kind of younger players. Yeah, sometimes you can say and you can see that maybe don't have the kind of leadership that a player like Art would have.
Yeah, with there being sort of a I honestly thought that was a teammate there. I
didn't want to react.
The final 2 players, but it's Art again. We've seen 3 knife kills. No, not just yet. They've struggled as soon as the weapons have been out from Fluxo. Still plenty of time on Dust, but maybe not plenty of time for ODDIK left in Series 8 if they keep dropping rounds, keep bleeding them as easily as they are. But 90, great find there with the History. And accelerating off of it.
Great find from Pariah, though. 90 might go searching for the trade. Would he take down Melzin? And with Mattios finding Art, it's a 2-on-4 here. Fluxo really going to struggle. Round over. ODDIK, just as we were saying, they look lackluster. It kind of just provides a better chance for said comeback. Nice HE grenade. The History not of shying away from the fight. We'll find 90. Melzin here towards lower tunnels. And Melzin going to take the fight. Spots the shoulder. Doesn't connect. But Melzin with a double. Retrieves an AK as well. Just in case there's a 3rd round the corner. And there is.
Woody finding Pariah as well in middle. Melzin is now in the smoke. But this round is kind of flipped. Melzin could actually get caught out. But there's a good reposition back towards middle. We've got the auto in Art's hands, of course.
Yeah. Look, this is still a quarterfinal.
It feels like there are just sort of certain individuals in the world that
have a little bit more fun.
Plays. And Art certainly is one of the names that springs to mind. But the cross is not going to be easy for Sirotera. Not when there's an auto in play. The thing is, I'm most impressed by is the fact that he's even got an auto on his buy menu. But there's the auto strike him. Position's being made known. Sirotera's been allowed to cross, but I don't think he's going to be allowed to plant. The swing comes through. The swing from Melzin does take him down. Please keep the auto in the round. Don't swap it to the AWP. But he swapped it to the AK. And it felt like as soon as the autos are out, yeah, that's when you know you're probably going to get humiliated. Sadly,
what a game from Melzin. Obviously, first to die in this round, but 17-6. Obviously, had a great performance on Ancient as well. And this is something that I said for ODDIK. If a player like 90 stepping up, having these kind of really big moments, we can see them look to dominate. But the biggest problem is 90 isn't performing, yet Melzin has been monumental. Riot, so much work to do here. I look to elevate up. Terra's not spotted. Ooh, Pariah's backed away. Woody now with work to do. Could spot out Art. It's all going to be about timing. Woody will find second of the round. A 2-on-4 now. Surely just a save from Fluxo. Their finances have been reduced massively.
What the Auto can do. Definitely does drain a decent bit of cash, but Kai falling. Sure, you can rotate over towards B, but you've got no information where history resides either. So, I mean, it's just great awareness to be able to actually make that play happen, but certainly could have gone against them. Art Scout searching, will find 90. Needs a lot more of that if there's any chance to win this round. Pariah's M4 does find one. Art still hit, trying to get tags away.
He's just going to utilize his own smoke. Oh, nice shot from Art. The no-scope there. Thought it was a headshot, thought it was a bit fancier, but still an important kill. Melzin rotating in with a bit of speed, can get one, and it puts Pank in the 1v1, but Pariah is going to go through this smoke. Timing seems as though it's perfect for Pariah, but can't kill it. Pank now holding for the drop down. Has got a Molotov. If he decides to use it, it's just whether Pank can get himself towards window in time. All the shots have connected, but not killed him. 3 HP, Pariah. Final bullet connecting. Fluxo will get themselves. But the problem is, dealing with Terra's angle is certainly not going to be easy. Terra. Going to be about timing. Melzin jumping out. Melzin goes down, but Pariah does trade. I was worried that the spacing was very off for Fluxo. Sadly for Terra can only just get the one. Think of a USP. I think we'll confirm that kill though. Oh, history.
Oh. Yeah, not putting on a great display there with the Glock, but the molly towards Gandalf will force the CT out. History's Glock not really connecting, but at least the Molotov will finish off 90. And with the bomb being down, no defuse kit being on any of these final two players, the time could be the biggest issue.
Yeah, it's all about whether Art can take enough attention away and history can swing. I think that's got to be the game plan here. Obviously, Matios is very low. As you mentioned, they've just got the flashbang. There's no defuse kit. Well, they kind of have to hurry things along. Art, you need to survive, though. The round is conditioned on him living. It's going to have to be the full stick of the bomb. History going to be taking the fight, and he goes for the diffuser first. A great decision from History. Knife kill. You can see it in the reaction cam. A 4K from History, a 1 versus 2, and he gets the knife kill. I feel like there'll be a lot of circumstances that have to go their way, but yeah, I don't mind them kind of going for the half-buy instead of opting for the risky force. Decision making here. Maybe not the best though. They look to try and crunch towards long. Matios will get one. My biggest issue there is Fluxo. They don't send someone else out to help out Kai, yet they haven't taken control elsewhere, and that's what can allow these MP9s to crunch in mid. What was the game plan for Fluxo? They just sat outside long doors.
From Art Scout, or wherever is a backstab of a knife onto Matios. Regardless, he has been softened up in this round. Woody is posted with this up towards top mid and is going to take that shot down. I'm going to take Art out of this round.
Yeah, get him out of the equation. History can go and retrieve said scout if he decides to, but Woody's in an excellent position now. Flash coming over, Woody turning from it, Molotov sent. Melzin though. You understand the reasoning with the molly just being dropped, but Woody quick enough to get the big green in hand, and a 5-on-3 now. Surely ODDIK will get themselves their 7th. Based on the fact that Pariah's unarmored. Yes, Kai's an AK, but he's 3-11. He's really had a bit of a tough time here on Dust. Ooh, missed shot from Woody. Not the easiest one, but does he have to reload? He's got 1 bullet loaded. The problem is the CT still have control towards short. They still have control towards the A bomb site. So even if Woody has to back away from middle, an impossible one. 24 seconds. Doesn't even have the bomb. ODDIK. They will take this round, surely.
Kai has had a tough time with things here, it has to be said. They're still being trusted, still being dropped over the AKs, and that is what you need. And that's I think that's why Fluxo haven't taken too much of a lead in this game.
Yeah. Yeah,
Just
definitely.
a couple of rounds in it, and this one should be going the way of ODDIK as well. Oh, well, Art does make some impact with that hero scout, but the only impact is taking down his own teammate through the smoke.
Ooh.
Hank will get found by Art scout here, and GTs do need to be a little bit careful, but it's been translated. That Art has been chipped away at, and Woody just 5-7 in hand, swings without, and will find. Fights towards shore. History comes out on top. Woody will grab one back. Searching actively for more and can't find, so as Kai's falling, the T's still yet to taken too much space towards the bomb site. Woody's been given shots, able to miss a couple as well, but the util chips him so heavily away out before some kills finally come down for Fluxo. 2-on-2 now. Both CTs are here. Pang, opportunity, but Fluffs is lined. An attempt to try to get the bomb down, but will be denied for now as Millsin finds Pank. But is he going to be ready for 90 creeping up? USP in hand, but the pistol, the sidearm, does enough.
Nice double though from Mellsin. Again, it's just Mellsin who's had so much impact, so much importance.
It's still a favourite round now for Fluxo though, finally. Bit more success here. They do have that man advantage, but still some weaker weapons, some lack of utility that could cost the T's if they don't have a clean execute. But Woody catches off History, trying to get boosted up. And this is where the lack of util makes things a bit brutal for the T's to actually get onto this bomb site. So they will get a plant in a 3-on-3. Woody's Molotov is slightly late, but will force out Pariah.
Great impact from Woody.
Quick.
Mellsin again, he's on for the ace. Mellsin, it's just every round that Fluxo needs someone to step up. It is this guy.
Kai didn't really look that ready for it as he had his knife out before eventually switching to the AK, but very quickly finds Woody. 90 with a great headshot there with the scout and all under pressure.
Low HP on Kai as well. This round could go very wrong, but Pank gives his life up. Art now just backing away, spots the feet of Seratera. MP9's now been retrieved. The T's are regrouping.
Yeah, they know
they could just send a molly here.
They know they've got him trapped, so they're likely just gonna have Art posted while the rest of the T's clear out his angle. But now going down, it's all on 90 and his scout has already found one kill with it. Obviously, Fred, 90 isn't gonna get a buy in the next round if they lose.
Yeah, I think going for that AK surely got to be the game plan. There's an AK towards B. Look, it can work. You know, we've seen what the scouts can do at the highest level very recently.
He's not actually crossing, but the tick of the Molotov should have been heard. Kai now no longer worried about the flank at all and is
jumping no scope at the scout.
The bomb site. Well, it has been spotted now and has been found. Was actually a tag there, I think, on the History.
Now it's all about timing. They could line up so easily, so effortlessly for 90. He's had a bit of a tough game, but he has a big moment here. Re-peeking, though, into the AWP of History. A lot of damage has been dealt here by Matios, and now Kai with work to do. He will find Woody, but a flank from Pank. That is the bomb down as well. And Kai with 24 seconds. Surely the save has got to be the game plan. For ODDIK, though, keeping players alive is going to be massively important. It's 10 seconds. If he starts running now, he's missed his timing, he's missed his chance.
We'll find the one kill.
I'm guessing maybe the cameras for Kai are wrong, or maybe a bit delayed. Seemed like he was playing CS with one hand. We saw Matty was able to kind of maneuver positionally quite easily. Hank here towards middle. We saw him go for that spray last round and didn't get a kill or die. In this one, we have seen the casualty. 4-on-4 here though. Utility very limited for ODDIK. The vast majority is on 90 and he's currently in middle. What do we work to do here? I think Art might look to try and jump into CT. But Woody again. Nice angle on top of the car. He goes a bit unnoticed. Missed shot though. He's got another chance. Another miss for Woody. It's so tough here. I think if he connects one of those, the round is over. Kai's in an excellent position here though. He's going to drop the molly and flank CT surely. He's being held by Matthias.
I mean,
Main
there's
focus.
no presence right now yet for ODDIK, so there's no reason for Kai to have to go. There's no reason for him to have to push out just yet, as the CTs have yet to make any pressure at all, and the timing's perfect. Finds one, doubles down, spots the third out, gives the info of how close Terror is.
Still a very possible round here, though. The bomb is planted for sure, and this is the biggest problem. Woody, he needs the ace, but he hasn't got the time. Pariah with a quick shot there. A nice tap. Fluxo fine 13. And they will take the series. They've got that spot in the semi-finals now. But a great performance from Fluxo overall. But what a performance from Melzin.